Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video on ForgottenWeapons.com. I'm Ian McCollum, and I have two cool pieces of news about machine guns and the NFA. One of these is actually kind of like breaking news. You might have heard some whispers about it, but I'm excited to be able to announce the full details for everyone. So essentially, the short version is about 4,000 pre-made dealer sample machine guns have been recategorized as fully transferable machine guns. It's not very often that we are able to get the number of registered transferable machine guns in the US to actually go up, and this is one of those cases. So this is something that the NFATCA, that's the National Firearms Act Trade and Collectors Association, has been working with ATF on for about 4 years now, and they finally has percolated all the way through. What happened was there were thousands of machine guns that were brought into the US legally before 1986, specifically for police departments. And at the time, ATF decided to register those guns as pre-made dealer samples, but they actually weren't. They had nothing to do with dealers. They were machine guns that were purchased by police agencies. And there is no reason that a gun owned by a police agency isn't fully transferable if it was registered before 1986. And so after significant bureaucratic work, ATF has very happily agreed with the conclusion. They've done a bunch of their own research, and dealers may have noticed guns that were listed as restricted to only dealers, pre-86 dealer sample guns, in their electronic registry books now show up as unrestricted or fully transferable guns. There are, in fact, like 3 MP5s at the Morphe Auction Company right now that are selling in just this way. So very cool. A lot of these are particularly exciting and desirable guns, a lot of HKs that showed up. This is a way for pre-1986 completely factory original HK machine guns to actually end up as fully transferable guns now, which is really very cool. So that's number one. The stipulation basically is they have to have been guns that actually came in to police agencies, were transferred to police agencies, were owned and used by police agencies, and then later on sold by the agency. Those ATF estimates by their internal numbers that it's about 4,000 machine guns, but time will tell what it actually turns out to be. So that's a cool piece of news, number one. Number two is that what you may have seen as this weird hiccup in processing times for NFA transfers, that would be everything from short-barreled rifles, suppressors, machine guns, short-barreled shotguns, AOWs, all of them, destructive devices. You may have noticed people talking about how they were getting forms back extremely quickly, and that is not a hiccup. That is now the new normal. According to ATF, if you submit a form, Form 3 or Form 4, online using the eForms system, it has no mistakes in it, it doesn't have any problems in it that have to be corrected, and it's paid electronically using pay.gov, which is the system they have set up, you can expect a form back, a transfer back within a week. This is down from like 9 months. Now there's still a backlog of forms that were set up and begun processing prior to this change, which is only a few weeks, few months old at this point. Those are going to take their sweet time to percolate through, but new transfers that go in are going ridiculously fast by like what we've come to expect over the last decades, and that is the new normal. They have finally been able to fully exploit the eForms system to get it running quickly. They've made some changes in the process and how everything is actually done at ATF to process NFA transfers. And while, yes, I would very much prefer that there was no NFA to deal with, at least having the, there's no law requiring a waiting period for this sort of thing. And the idea that it was taking 9 months or more was absolutely insane. It was one of the really ridiculous things about this law. And now we've gotten rid of that. It just poof, disappeared essentially overnight because of some changes at ATF. And so now it's a week. Would it be better to have none? Yeah, absolutely. But I will take a week over 9 months. So pretty cool. I think there are a lot of people out there who would have, would consider something like especially a suppressor if they didn't think that it was going to take 9 months to actually get to them. And now that's how it is. So multi-person trust forms are still going to take some time because those have to be manually reviewed because ATF requires all sorts of stuff on trusts. But single-person trusts that don't have any mistakes in them, and then individual transfers, like if you can put through a 4473 without anything flagging on it, then you should be able to get an NFA transfer in a week or less. I personally did one for a buddy that came through in less than 24 hours just a couple weeks ago. So very cool to get some confirmation that that is in fact the new normal. That's how it is now, not that this is some temporary bubble that's going to go away. So hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the good news. I know this is the machine gun community is a relatively small one, but hopefully we can make it a little bit bigger. Thanks for watching.